My Hero Academia is a spring 2016 show that shook the anime community to its very core, being one of the first shows to completely break into the mainstream entertainment. The show itself, while serviceable to long-running shonen of the past, makes its name for itself for stellar animation, great fight choreography, and music. This isn't what I wanted to talk about though. After the initial airing and hype surrounding the show, the fanbase began culminating into something that I struggle to associate with, even affecting mine and many others' outlook on the franchise. So let's dive deeper into what's led to this mentality within the fanbase, and why stuff like this is allowed to thrive, and the potential harm it's done to the series. I think this issue has a lot to do with the main character, Izuku Midoriya, and the setting of MHA. In this world, with somewhat one-dimensional characters, their main differentiating factor are, funnily enough, their quirks. However, we are introduced to Midoriya, a one-dimensional relatable character with no quirk and no discernible traits or grey areas in his ideology, merely a blank canvas in a world full of character. This isn't necessarily a major problem in the actual story, and it often benefits it by giving more interesting characters room for growth. I believe, however, that it has become an issue because of people projecting themselves onto him. Anime is a great form of escapism, and it's in great demand by the community, demonstrated by our continued support of the entire isekai genre. But when combined with the show of MHA, with the world filled with powers and otaku's mind, can't help but imagine what it would be like, and given the blank identity of Deku, we take that opportunity in no time. People of all ages and statuses take on this mentality that this is their story, and it allows the story to reach the hearts of many more viewers than other stories with a set narrative. The wide array of viewers that relate to him and reflect their own traits, while in the real world tend to dampen the genuine character traits, making it harder to get involved in the story. This, while most common for the whiteboard character we call Deku, it happens to much of the cast due to their singular personality traits, which itself is somewhat of a negative for the series as a whole. This is a result of the enormous cast while spotlighting a few important characters. Though, on a tangent, this contrast between characters often makes the ones with the spotlight seem much more interesting than they actually are. A perfect example of this is Kirishima in Season 4, getting a large amount of focus on his moral standing, which is an interesting development in the context of the show, but it's expected in most other series, which have a smaller cast. That said, this is a good direction and certainly a start to making more interesting characters to help with the issue of losing engagement. Overall, this show is my favourite show of all time, and it's completely ruined by fans such as myself. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and catch me on my OnlyFans. See ya.